It was a dark and stormy night. The wind was howling outside and the rain was pouring down in sheets. You were sitting in your living room reading a book when you heard a knock at the door. You got up to answer it, but when you opened the door, there was no one there. You shrugged it off and went back to your book. A few minutes later, you heard another knock at the door. This time, when you opened it, there was a woman standing there. She was soaking wet and shivering from the cold. You invited her in and gave her a towel to dry off. As she sat down on your couch, she told you her story. She had been driving home from work when her car broke down on the side of the road. She had been walking for hours in the rain trying to find help when she stumbled upon your house. You felt sorry for her and offered to let her stay the night. She gratefully accepted and you showed her to the guest room. As you lay in bed that night, you heard strange noises coming from the guest room. You got up to investigate, but when you opened the door, there was no one there. The next morning, you went to check on your guest, but she was gone. You searched the house, but there was no sign of her. You went outside to look for her, but there was no trace of her either. You were confused and scared by what had happened, but decided to put it out of your mind. A few days later, you received a package in the mail. It was from the woman who had stayed at your house. Inside was a note that read, "Thank you for your kindness. I'm sorry I had to leave so suddenly, but I couldn't stay any longer. You see, I'm not really alive anymore." You were shocked by what you read and turned around to see the woman standing behind you. She smiled and disappeared into thin air.